My name is Palaika Mozam. My roll number is 14 and I am from the Department of BS Biotechnology. Today my presentation topic is beta radiations. So what is a beta particle? Beta radiation is a radiation due to beta particles, electrons, sometimes positrons. It was actually discovered before positrons were composed of particles which have the same charge to mass ratio as electrons. Produced usually by beta decay, the radioactive decay that produces beta particles. These occur when the final state of decaying nucleus has a lower energy than the initial ones. Beta radiation is less penetrating than gamma but more so than alpha. It can penetrate air and paper but not a thin sheet of aluminium. The decaying process of nucleus which produce beta radiation is a part of entropic principle, a theory of quantum mechanics which suggests that human existence is possible because the constant physical and the parameter for the universe and for planet Earth lie within certain highly restricted ranges. Beta particles with an energy of 0.5 MeV have a range of about 1 meter in air. The distance is dependent on the particle's energy. Beta particles are a type of ionizing radiation and for radiation protection purpose are regarded as being more ionizing than gamma rays but less ionizing than alpha particles. The higher the ionizing effect, the greater the damage to living tissue but also the lower the penetrating power of radiation. Next is beta decay. There are two forms of beta decay, beta minus and beta positive, respectively produce electron and positron. Beta particles are a type of ionizing radiations. Beta minus decay electron emission and beta positive decay positron emission. Beta decay is one process that unstable atoms and used to become more stable. There are two types, beta minus and beta plus. Beta minus decay. During beta minus decay, a neutron in an atom's nucleus turns into a proton, an electron, and an antineutrino. The electron and antineutrino fly away from the nucleus, which now has one more proton than it started with. Since an atom gains a proton during beta minus decay, it changes from an electron to an element to another. For example, after undergoing beta minus decay, an atom of carbon with 6 protons becomes an atom of nitrogen with 7 protons. Beta decay commonly occurs among the neutron-rich fission byproduct produced in nuclear reactors. Next is beta positive decay, positron emission. During beta plus decay, a proton in an atom's nucleus turns into a neutron, a positron, and a neutrino. The positron and neutrino fly away from the nucleus, which now has one less proton than it started with. Since an atom loses a proton during a beta plus decay, it changes from one element to another. For example, after undergoing beta plus decay, an atom of carbon with 6 protons becomes an atom of boron with 5 protons. Although the number of proton and neutron in an atom's nucleus changes during beta decay, the total number of particles proton neutron remains same. Beta plus decay can only happen inside nuclei when the absolute value of the binding energy of the daughter nucleus is greater than that of the parent nucleus. The daughter nucleus is a lower energy state. So next is uses of beta particles. Be- the use beta particles uses is are used in medicines, in industry, and in research. Uses in medicine. Radioisotopes, chemicals that emit radiation, are widely used in medicines. In a process known as radiotherapy, radioisotopes can be used to irradiate areas inside a patient to prevent the growth of certain tissue. This approach has been used successfully to prevent the clogging of arterial inserts called stents. Beta particles are also used in some forms of therapy to kill cancerous cells. In addition, the emission of beta particles is indirectly in the medical scanning techniques such as positron emission tomography PET. And next is uses in industry. Beta rays have a number of important uses in industrial process. Since they can pass through some material, they are used to gauge the thickness of film of material coming off production lines such as paper and plastic film. A similar process check the integrity of some swims in textile. In another application, the thickness of various clothing such as pants and be reduced from the amount of beta particles scattered back from that surface. Next is tracers. Radioisotopes are commonly used as tracers in chemical and biological research by synthesizing molecules containing a radioactive atom. The path and fate of that type of molecule, in particular reaction or metabolic process, can be followed by tracking the radioactive signal of the isotope. One radioisotope used for the purpose is carbon 14, which can be inserted into organic or biological molecule and followed by its beta radiation signals. Next is precautions. Beta particles, which are similar to electrons, are emitted from scattered occurring materials such as strontium 90. Such beta emitters are used in medical applications such as treating eye disease. In general, beta particles are lighter than alpha particles and they generally have a greater ability to penetrate other materials. As a result, these particles can travel a few feet in the air and can penetrate skin. A thin sheet of metal or plastic or a block of wood can stop beta particles. Or in school, very weak beta radiation is used for experiments or demonstrations. Only in an authorized teacher presence, kept in a sealed container, immediately returned when used, handled with tongue or forceps, not bare hands, kept at arm's length, pointed away from the body and the eyes, washed hand after handling before eating. In industry, very strong beta radiation is used. Same the precautions, but additionally wear fully sealed protective suits to prevent directly contact, to be sealed line to prevent that beta particles penetration. Remote control robots deal with contaminated areas. Worker with a radioactive source wear a film badge. The next is, why are beta particles dangerous? Beta particles are electrons that move very quickly. This is with a lot of energy. Beta particles travel sphere feet when emitted from a radioactive source, but they are blocked by most solid objects. A beta particle is about 8,000 times smaller than alpha particle, and that what makes them more dangerous. Their small size allows them to penetrate clothing and skin. External exposure can cause burn and tissue damage along with other symptoms of beta radiation sickness. If radioactive material enter food or water supplies or is dispersed into the air, people can inhale or ingest beta particles emitter unknowingly. Internal exposure to beta particles causes much more severe symptoms than exposure. External exposure. So that's all from my side. Thank you.